Do you consider yourself a medium? Do you consider yourself an adept in spirituality or psychic abilities? You might be doing this one thing that's not helping you out. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Excel. This is the Antojai community where we teach you everything about quantum Reiki, Ascension, your psychic abilities, the law of attraction, and so much more. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. A lot of times I meet mediums, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. If you've been a medium for 40, 50 years, I guarantee you there's something that you can constantly be learning from multiple different avenues, from multiple different shamans, from life and the universe in general. A true medium recognizes that the cosmos is not just about the dead. Many mediums focus on the concept of the dead. If you can't do this next thing, then I would consider you not really a medium. If you're a medium and you're only looking at the positive of any situation, if you do not deal with resistance, you have a lot of work ahead of you. There are some mediums that say, all I want to do is work with the light. All I want to do is work with divine beings. All I want to do is talk to your grandma who loved you the most. But the moment that a negative energy or entity steps into their reality, they don't know what to do. A medium can control the cosmic spaces of reality. That means both positive and negative. A medium that chooses to only look at the positive is automatically turning a blind eye to the negative. Therefore, the negative will somehow, in some shape, way, or form, come back through and manifest itself in your reality. Example, the other day I had a medium call me and she said to me, well, I'm dealing with a psychic attack and I don't know how to deal with it. Could I deal with it by just contacting God and having God take care of the work for me? And I instantly had this thought where I'm like, okay, you're a medium and you can't channel God? You're a medium and you can't channel your own information to help yourself? And there's nothing wrong with seeking help in general, but when you're going to be walking around and you're going to be claiming to be a medium and all you can do is work in a specific spectrum, you have a lot of imbalances that you need to work on, because that is not how a real medium works. A true medium will understand, yes, the realms of the dead and talking to dead people and stuff like that is going to be helpful, and yes, you can do that, but you can also talk to cosmic energies, you can talk to demons, you can talk to angels, you can talk to your ancestors, you can talk to Egyptian gods, like whatever it is that you want to connect with. A true medium would be able to connect with that, both positive and negative, because there are certain beings that have a positive and negative vibration simultaneously. I'll give you a great example. The vibration of Sekhmet, the Egyptian goddess. If you summon her on a good vibe, then she's going to be all about power and your majesty, your energy to be great and beautiful and bigger than what you are, right? If you call her on a bad day, she's all about the ruthlessness in your reality and how you must be bloodthirsty for your next evolution. There is a positive and negative vibration to every being in the cosmos, and when you recognize that, then you can have true power over the cosmos. Another great example is Thoth, okay? The god of Egyptian wisdom, geometry, and language. Many times people think Thoth is just about the emerald tablets and all about this positivity on how to bend reality, but Thoth has killed people, and he tells you that in his book. He'll tell you that he always gives a standard, and one of the greatest stories in the Emerald Tablet is he's standing in front of Atlantis and he tells an army, don't step forward, otherwise I will be forced to react. And the army did not listen to him because it was only one man. They moved forward, he lifted his scepter, and all of a sudden all of his enemies were vaporized instantaneously. Now, it's debatable whether or not that was the right course of action to do, but if you go into the Hindu pantheon, you'll end up realizing that Vishnu has divine weapons that are very similar to what Thoth describes in the Emerald Tablets in this one situation, and you end up realizing that every being has a destructive and beautiful quality. Krishna is another great deity that teaches you that. Krishna can be all about bliss and love and joy and having fun in life, but Krishna is also a divine destroyer. He can easily take things away from you or destroy them in your reality as a byproduct of you not being in alignment with your ultimate resonance or your dharma, your soul purpose. So if you're calling yourself a medium and you've never, ever, 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 ever considered any of the things that I've given you here today, this is what you need to be working on. This is how you need to grow. And if you need help, there's my Antojai Ascension Academy, links in the description below, that you can definitely join or work one-on-one with me so I can help you better tune yourself to more power. And sometimes some mediums are going to watch this and they're going to be like, oh, that's complete bullshit. That's okay. You don't have to agree. This is just something that is coming across to you for a reason. Everything is in divine order. If you believe in the cosmos, if you believe in synchronicity, then this video is in front of you as a synchronistic moment to give you a lesson that you need to learn that you obviously have not learned. And yes, when we expose ourselves to new ideas, it can be difficult to absorb and even integrate, but ultimately they make us better people. And the only thing you could do is test what I'm giving you right now. And if it doesn't work out for you, you can go back to what you were doing, right? What's the problem or the hurt in you exploring and becoming more powerful? Maybe what I'm giving you will then open up your eyes and help you help others, okay? So the main juice of this is always considering the dualistic aspect of every situation. If you're an energy healer and you're working with a person, you want to evaluate, how does this person see reality? Is reality polaric? Good things only happen to certain kinds of people. Bad things usually happen to everybody else. It's easier for some people to make money because they're just naturally lucky versus, like the whole world is generally fucked in general with our energy work, right? You need to be able to, first of all, classify where your client's polarity is and then work with that. There's something called Polarity Therapy that you can definitely dive into that we also teach in Antojai, which is basically how to shift someone's polarity from one end to the other for them to have a higher experience with their life. Everything incorporates duality. We have light. As a byproduct of having light, it will cast a shadow the moment it interacts with something else. You cannot just have pure light without any shadows being projected. That's just not how the universe works. You cannot have up without down. You cannot have left without right. You cannot have hot without cold. You cannot have day without night. You cannot have just one catered experience from the cosmos and expect it to be the ultimate power, because the cosmos itself, God, source, the universe, whatever it is that you want to consider it, has both positive and negative. If you've read The Law of One, which is a great book, that's another book that's channeled by the Egyptian god Ra, and he tells you there are some people who are absolutely horrible, horrible, horrible people, and they still ascend, okay? And there's people who are amazing, beautiful people who do all the good things, and they ascend. Ascension is not just being a good person. Ascension is being a great person or a really evil person. You come to the third dimension to have an experience. When you get to the fifth dimension, you experience, all experiences are just an ultimate truth of a greater vibration, okay? Fifth dimension is no judgment, meaning there is no good or evil. It just is. Fifth dimension is understanding that whoever chooses to live either one of those vibrations, that's their prerogative, that is their right as a divine creator in their reality. And fifth dimension is allowing you to say, okay, I wouldn't do those things, but I have a love for the fact that I'm aware, and I have enough respect and love to let others do what they need to do so that they can ascend and get to the next level. So allow yourself to just have a little bit of patience with this idea. If you feel challenged, if you felt threatened during this video, that's just room for your growth. That's a great sign. It's not something to shun away from, and give it some time. Many of my students listen to the things that I have to say. They don't resonate with it right away, but with experience and meditation, they end up coming to the same truths, even if it's days later, years later, or instantaneously, right? Thank you for being here. If this was helpful for you, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and I will be seeing you in our next video. If you're looking for one-on-one coaching or you want to join the Antojai Ascension Academy, check out the links in the description below, and I will catch you later.